April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and our next guest deals with those affected here in Smith County. Joining me now is Emily Gerhardt from the Smith County Children's Advocacy Center. Hello, Emily. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, wonderful to be here.
So tell me a little bit about what your center does.
Yes, so the Children's Advocacy Center of Smith County, we work with local law enforcement and Department of Family Protective Services to help kids who have been abused, whether that be physically or sexually neglected, also witness to a violent crime in our community. And so those kids come through our doors through reports made to law enforcement and DFPS. And so they get to come into our center and they get to tell their story in their own words to a specially trained forensic interviewer. And then we have family advocates on staff who work with that child and those families to get them any resources if they have any needs, and stay with that family through that entire process while they're at our center, if their case goes to court or not, depending on. We always keep up with that family with our family advocates. They're like caseworkers. Then we also have therapists on staff who provide therapy for that child and their non-offending family members free of charge for as long as they need it. It could be 6 months to a year, depending on what that child and that family needs. We also have community educators on staff. We go into schools in Smith County public schools and talk to kids about how to be safe, body safety. We also do bullying and internet safety, recognizing and reporting child abuse. We have a new program called Trauma-Informed Schools, which helps teachers know what to do with trauma in their own classrooms and how to help those kids with those issues. We also have a Rainbow Room Resource Center that is donated items like cleaning supplies, diapers, wipes, things like that family members, families that are at our center might need that they can come and pull from. Also, DFPS comes and uses that as well. And so those are just some of our programs that we offer at our center, and it's all no charge to that family. We just want to serve them and help those kids get to tell their story, find healing and safety, go through therapy if they need it, and get back to being a kid again.
Yeah, amazing work you guys do kind of year round, but we are in sort of a unique time right now. A lot of people are stuck and they stay at home orders in households that they might be abused at. Are you guys hearing like an increase in reports of this? Kind of what have you seen during this pandemic?
We actually have seen a little bit of a decrease in reports coming in, interviews being done during the months, and that does not mean that abuse is not happening. The abuse is still happening. It's just kids are out of school, and school personnel are some of our people that put reports in the most. They're our highest recommended reporters that we have for the most part, and so teachers aren't laying their eyes on their kids as much, and so kids may not necessarily have a trusted adult in their household that they feel like they can talk to maybe. And so we are seeing a decrease of reports right now, but that does not mean that the abuse isn't happening. And once all this is over, we are expecting a huge flood in of kids who are needing help, needing to tell their story. And so we are trying our best to prepare for that coming afterwards, while also still maintaining our services now for kids that are coming forward, because we are still doing forensic interviews at this point. We're just having to change how we do that and how we serve our families to protect them and also our staff during this time.
That just breaks my heart. Emily, so tell us how we can be good neighbors right now. What are some signs that maybe our next door neighbor, someone on our street, might be in a household with abuse?
Yeah, so unfortunately, kids never react the same when it comes to abuse. Signs can be different depending on the child. And so the best thing that people can do is just keep an eye on the kids in their life, the neighbors, the kids in their neighborhood, other kids maybe that they're watching for other family members, just keeping an eye on them. Parents, if you're having to leave your children with another caregiver while you're out working, just make sure that that is a trusted adult that you know, and make sure that that child knows that they can come and talk to them about anything that's going on. The best thing that they can do to protect their child is just have open communication with that child and make sure that child knows that they're a trusted adult, that regardless of what happens, if it's someone they know or someone they don't know, they can always come talk to them about what's happening. If something happened that was uncomfortable or not okay, they can come and talk to them. And just keeping eyes on kids. If you notice anything out of the ordinary in a child's behavior, a sudden change, that's always can be a red flag. Or if they seem very uncomfortable or unwilling to go be with that person that they normally may have been with at that point, that's also another sign that they can be that there might be something going on that you just need to talk to that child and ask them, tell me about your time with this person, maybe why is there a reason why you're feeling uncomfortable and things of that nature.
Emily, if people choose to donate to the Children's Advocacy Center, what will that money be going towards?
Yeah, so we have programs going on right now. We need help continuing our services with forensic interviews and family advocates and medical exams. We do sexual assault exams as well in our center. We're trying to help keep families that may need medical exams out of the ER. We're trying to do as many exams in our center as we possibly can to protect those families, and so continuing those programs on. And then also keeping our Rainbow Room Resource Center stocked with items, especially cleaning supplies, diapers, wipes, things of that nature that families may have a hard time finding in the community right now, keeping those stocked as best we can, and then preparing for what's going to come after all this ends with the flood of interviews that we're going to see, and then giving resources to our therapists as they're doing teletherapy afterwards, and then continuing to boost our community education programs so that once those kids go back to school and once we're able to get back into those schools and talk to those kids, we're able to reach as many schools, as many campuses, as many kids as we possibly can to give them that information to know that if something's happened to them, they need to step up and tell somebody, and that we're here to give them a voice and let them know that we hear them, we're going to stand by them and protect them and make sure that they're safe.
Emily, thank you very much for joining us, and thank you for all the work you guys do. We'll be right back.